Hey everybody, it's me. Welcome to my good little garden. Today I got a little project here. I have myself a drill and I have myself some old kitty little containers, old plastic. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to drill some holes in the bottom, and then I'm going to use these to plant my cucumbers. So what I've done already is you can see here, I just drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom of these containers. This is what I'm going to use to plant. Let's see here. The cucumbers in. And then I'm going to put them back behind my irises so they can go up the fence back there. I'll show you. See back there, that long fence back there, the irises. There's room behind the irises that I'm going to plop down the containers with the cucumbers and let them climb up that fence. You may hear some noise because my granddaughter's out here with her ferret. If they come back over, I'll introduce you. This is my granddaughter Harmony and her ferret Grute. She's got him out here on his leash taking his daily walk. He likes to be outside and explore. They like the garden. They want to get in there and eat things, but she doesn't let him go pick what he wants. We give him something if he wants it, though. I don't know if there's anything ready for him. Maybe a kale leaf if his mom won't let him have one. But I'm not sure if he can have kale. She's the expert. Can he have kale?
Not really.
Not really.
Just meat.
Okay. Let's see if he'll walk around for you. Oh. There he goes. Little Grute in the yard. I don't know what he's looking for. Probably the moles I got. He likes to dig holes, but oops, trying to get in the compost.
No.
Oh, he'll get real dirty in there. That's real black dirt. You don't want him in there. That's compost. He's definitely a hole digger. He probably hears the grubs and the moles in there. I'm treating the yard for. I haven't treated the yard yet, so it's okay that he's over here. Yeah, so there you have it. Harmony and Grute. So, I have some leftover compost from another project I did, and it's the coast of Maine. This is potting soil, not compost. It's made with compost, and it has some lobster and seaweed in it. It's an organic, approved for container use, so seems like it'll be perfect for this job. So, I don't know if we can see, when we're doing this here up on the porch, because it keeps raining on and off. And I've had enough of the rain this morning. I was out there doing something else this morning, so trying to take a little break from it. So I just opened it up, the compost here. Oh, I think I put my gloves away. Let's pause. Beautiful compost. Beautiful potting soil. Making a nice mess, like us gardeners do. Should have a better setup for this by now outside, but I don't. There's no real room. No. know, I'm going to leave a little room in here in this container for settlement, and so I can, oh, look at that sticking there. So I can top dress later with some more compost. And right here is one of my seedlings. This is a pickling cucumber. I wasn't going to grow any cucumbers. Then I remember my son likes to make pickles, so this is for you, Will. So we're just going to make a hole. My son William and Melissa, his girlfriend, they like to make pickles. So this is for them and their pickles. Now we're just going to plop that little cucumber plant in there. And there you go. All potted up. So there are my 3 cucumber plants all potted up. I have 2 pickling and 1 burpless for myself for my salads that I will be getting out of my garden. So that's my little project for today. So sorry about the traffic, guys. Once again, always busy this road. So thanks for coming along on my little journey, and I'm glad you met my granddaughter Harmony. She's beautiful, ain't she? And her little friend Grute. And thanks for watching me pot up my little pickles, my future pickles, and my little cucumbers for my burpless cucumbers. That's what I got from my salads this year. And there's the garden, growing away on this drizzly day. We're supposed to have thunderstorms later. Soon, as a matter of fact. Everything's blooming and growing, and it's beautiful, isn't it? It's a good day. It's always a good day when you can get out in the garden and play for a little while. So it goes to show you, you can recycle, you can reuse, you can use whatever you got, and you can also buy your plants. You don't have to grow everything, because I didn't grow these cucumbers. I purchased these from my local farmers market, Harold's Farmers Market. I purchased plants from them when I go buy things, because they're local farmers, and I like to support our local farmers when I can, instead of the big box. So don't be ashamed. You don't need any fancy containers. You don't need the fancy garden. These are actually cat litter containers that my brother-in-law saved for me. He asked me if I could find a purpose for these, and I said I sure can. I have just the idea for them, and it popped right in my head as soon as he asked me if I needed them. That's the perfect place I can put my cucumbers in, place them behind the flowers there, and let them grow up the fence. Of course, I'm not placing them there yet because they're still quite small. I'll place them back there probably in about a week or 2 when they get larger, because we got little bunnies around and I don't want them eaten off yet. So I'm going to leave them closer to home here where I can keep an eye on them just yet, so they don't get chewed up too soon, because they like these younger seedlings better. So we're going to keep an eye on them here just for now, but they will be out there eventually once they do get a little longer. But don't be afraid to reuse your items. Use anything you have. You don't have to go out and buy anything fancy. You don't have to spend money if you don't need to. Gardening doesn't have to be expensive if you don't want it to. You can use the dirt you have in your yard, the soil you have in your yard. You can put amendments in it, and you can make it better, and it will be just as good as anything I have here in this bag eventually. Yeah, you can always make everything better. Just make it better. If you don't have fertilizers, you can make fertilizers, even from the weeds in your garden. You can stick it in a bucket with water. You can let it sit there for 2 weeks, and you can let it ferment in there, and then you can take the weeds out of it, and then you can take what's left in there, and actually you would stick a little bit of sugar or a little bit of molasses in it. Molasses would be better, and put an aerator in it, like from a fish tank, and let that go in there. Just the liquid, not when you have the weeds in there. I would do it when the liquid is out for a couple more days, and that's going to create even more bacteria and more life in the liquid. And you could dilute that. I would dilute that liquid 10 to 1, a 10 to 1 ratio, and then fertilize your plants with that, even with your weeds. You can do that with your, if you grow calendula, not calendula, actually any plant that you grow that you can get. If you can do it with weeds, you can do it with anything. So it's all going to put the nutrients back into your soil that it takes out, because every plant in your garden takes out nutrients and vitamins and minerals, and it's still in the plant. And when you soak it in the water like that for weeks, it takes it back out and it goes back into the water. And then when you add the molasses and you aerate it, it multiplies it by billions. And then when you feed it back into the soil, it all goes back in. So not everyone does it, not everyone knows it. Take it small, don't just go crazy and do it all at once. Test it out on a small part. Don't ever just go hot wire in, because sometimes it's really hot and it could kill your entire, I don't want you to kill your entire garden. Do it small. Take it easy. Test things. Everyone should always test things for yourself. Never take anyone's word for anything. Always do your own testing of things and your own research. Always. I've done mine. I've got this information from other people. You may be getting some information from me today. I have tested it myself. You test it for yourself. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.